All right, in this video, we're going to configure the solenoids that are attached to the main controller in each extension box. So if you remember from the solenoid wiring diagram video, we talked about how the main controller has the first 10 solenoids in it. The first extension box has solenoids 11 through 18. It has 8 solenoids in each extension box. 11 through 18 is in the first extension box. 19 through 26 is in the next extension box, and then on so forth, with 8 in a box all the way up to 7 boxes. So knowing the extension box helps you to know what line numbers are controlled by each extension box. So we're going to tell it what solenoids we have attached to the main controller and each extension box. We're going to do this in system parameters. We're going to come down to switching lines. Now by default, it's going to assume that you have a solenoid on every output. And it knows that we have one extension box attached. So it's going to go all the way up to line 18, 10 in the main controller, 8 in the first extension box. So now we don't actually have that many solenoids attached. And we want to tell it that it's not attached, so when it runs a flush program, it doesn't turn on outputs that aren't being used. It doesn't need to turn on an output if there's nothing attached to it. Otherwise, it just creates a delay in the program. So we have 4 solenoids attached in the main controller, and we're going to tell it that the first 4 are there, they're on. But 5 through 10, we're going to tell it are not there. And you do that by simply setting it to off. All right, so 5 through 10 is absent, and it will skip outputs 5 through 10 when it runs a schedule. It would do line 1, 2, 3, 4, and then immediately jump to 11. Now we have 2 solenoids in the extension box, and the extension box is 11 through 18. The first 2 outputs have solenoids on it, so that is 11 and 12, which means the remainder are missing, and we're going to turn them off. And this will save time in running the program, and that it's not running things that are absent. So once you have configured all the lines that are attached, we can get ready to set a schedule.